Hey guys, what is going on today? Today we are going to do the double radar detector test here. We got one left side, we have the Valentine One. The right side we have the Escort Redline. Both top end radar detectors, both very, very expensive, but they'll also pick up the radar signals much further than the average Joe out there will. These are the top two long distance detectors right here. And so what I'm doing today is I'm taking my Honda out today. Forgive me if the glass looks bad. It did rain. You can kind of see it up there. It's dark clouds, supposed to be raining really bad tomorrow. So I'm not worried about keeping the car really clean at the moment. But today we're going to be testing out on the speed tower. I showed you the videos yesterday going by this one here, and if it's still here, we're going to be testing it out. And let's see if one detects faster than the other one. Okay, it is still here, in fact. It's up here on the left as we make this bend. And we'll see if any of them are, we'll pick it up first. And then what I can do is I will switch both sides to which one's on which side first. All right, so the Valentine picked it up first, see? Notice that? The red line's not even showing. There it goes. Now, the one thing I can say about this is, remember the Valentine One has a rear reversing antenna right here. The Escort does not. This is, I think Valentine has a copyright on that. But you can see it is pointed out. I mean, they're both picking it up. Granted, the radar was heading this direction, but it definitely did a difference. So what I'm going to do now, we're still picking it up. This is the neighborhood where I turned at the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and turn into here. We'll do a U-turn and come back. We're a little over half a mile. I think we're close to 3/4 of a mile away from that tower right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a separate pass, and then I'll also come back up this way again, and I'll switch the detectors, put them on both sides, different sides, in case that one's blocking, it gets a better signal. I thought I saw a car coming. Oh, it's way down there still. And there's a sheriff's officer right there. Just went by me. But that's okay. I'm not looking to speed or anything. I'm just looking to do a little bit of a random test here. We're not looking for high-end, you know, video quality, this, that, and the other, just to show it off. All right, so let's go ahead and roll back out here again. Remember, it's 45 miles an hour through here. I'm just gonna leave it at 45 and we'll roll. Let's see what picks it up first. I hope you can hear them both pretty clearly. All right, the Valentine One's picking it up before. See? Now the difference, I'll go ahead and mute that one real quick. This one will auto mute, this one will not auto mute. It's just, you just have to hit the button and then it goes down to the secondary lower, quieter settings. So you can see right now, you see the buildup of it, how it has lines that go up. Now you can have it set different ways, but I like it this way because of the fact that I want to be able to see if there's multiple bands out here. Remember I talked to you guys the other day about how on here it will show like a number 2 or whatever right here. I know you don't see it really good in the camera, but it would show a number 2. And what I want to do is on this one, instead of showing just a number 2, it will show both bands side by side with their own bars going up as it gets stronger. So you might have a K on this side and the KA band over here. I think it track up to 3 or 4 at one time. I don't know the exact specifications, but I know I've seen it go off before, and it sure enough was a police officer. It was just like that. They had a little tower, you know, a typical one down the side of the road. But there was also a police officer further up the road, like coming out the side of this neighborhood, and he had a KA band, and it nailed it, like right away. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go ahead and just keep doing U-turns in this neighborhood right there, and just go back and forth. That's all I plan on doing right now. There would be a car coming. And that's all I'm gonna do. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna pull over to the side of the road, switch out the detectors, put it on both sides, and then what we're gonna do is go from there, so stand tuned. All right guys, here's gonna be the second test real quick. You can see they've both been switched. You will be able to see that one a little bit better now, what I'm talking about on the screen, because the actual screen's angled this way towards the driver, and we'll be able to see a difference. Now I have both of them set on auto, so they're gonna cancel out any signals they might think are a little weak or they're false. So that might have dealt a little bit of a difference on the red line, where it might not pick it up as quick as the Valentine One, just because I had it set that. And what I will do at the end, the last run, what I'll do is I'll put this one back in highway mode, which is the most sensitive, and we'll see what goes on. So we're coming up to it again here. We just made the bend. It's right past the posted speed limit, and we'll see what we got. We'll see if either one will pick it up first. Nothing yet. Unless it's not on right now. There it goes. Now, for sake of saving your eardrums, I'm going to go ahead and mute it. That way it's not so stinking loud, because especially with both of them going off. But once again, the Valentine picked it up first. But remember, it didn't pick it up until we had already passed it, and there's an antenna on the far right side pointing backwards. So once again, that shows the power. And on top of that, where this one, okay, it's going off, and you know it's going off, this one shows you where the direction is, and that's what I do like about that. But I do like the actual the screen settings. Like, you can have the build up different, you can have the different settings up here where you can see the different bands that are being picked up and all that. And that is one thing I do like about the Redline a lot better than the Valentine One. The Valentine One's been the same exact setup configuration for literally probably, I think it's 15-20 years. Even though they upgraded the hardware and the software over the years, it's like the same PC tower, and all we're doing is just upgrading from there. So, all right, guys, we're gonna make it one last quick pass over here on regular auto mode. So it'll auto pull out some of those, and we'll see what happens. So here we go. Valentine One's picking it up right away. I mean, right away. So there you go, see? I mean, that, you see how it automatically goes down? This one, you have to actually hit the button to make it auto mute. So I can do that and just totally mute it all the way out. This one, if I hit the button there in the middle, it still has a background noise, which you can set of how high you want the secondary signal to be at. So what I plan on doing on this final trip through real quick is I'm going to go ahead and set it to highway mode and see if it makes any difference, okay? That's my plan right now, and that's what we'll go with. And we'll just see what we got. So stay tuned. And we'll switch it over. You can see I'll switch it over as soon as it goes to A again. So you can go here, auto, no, X, highway. It's on highway mode now. It's H for highway mode. So we'll see what we got here. So let me cut to the next scene, and then we'll do it again. Stay tuned. All right, guys, time for the final test. I'm going to go ahead and mount. Remember, we have it on highway mode, and then this one's still on the regular, because obviously it's been picking it up first every time anyways. So we're going to go ahead and see. And we'll see what the results are. Now, on the highway, I trust both of them all day long, because for Ka-band, it picks it up like that. It's ridiculous. So here we go. Let's see if it picks it up. See the difference now? Now that it's on highway mode, it picked it up immediately. So now you guys will actually see there's actually a full-on difference once it's on highway mode. That right there will tell you loads. I mean, they were within what, a second of each other, guys, before they picked it up. So where this one's set in auto mode, it automatically canceled out a lot of that other stuff. You know, when it was in highway mode, it just took it all, and it sure enough picked it up right away. So like I said, both these detectors are going to literally serve you all day long perfectly. You will spend more, but it's what you're going to get when you spend a lot more. If you're looking for one that you're going to be in the city a lot, I know a lot of the friends I have the 9500 XI, I think is the way it is, and that one has a GPS lockout feature, which means it knows where it's at all times, just like a regular phone, the GPS signal. It will automatically block out those the false signals. Let's say you're going by a store that has the doors, they'd set it off, this, that, and the other. It automatically blocks out, and you can actually go in there and set it yourself to automatically block it out. So what we're doing is a real quick turn here, and we'll make the one last pass by. But you can see once this thing was set to highway, huge difference. So do not count the Redline out. It is literally huge. All right, here we go, guys. Last trip by. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, but I wanted to show you a real comparison test. See? It nailed it first. And even though it was a split-second difference, it hit it first when it was in highway mode. So I hope when you guys were watching, I hope you guys just didn't turn off the video and was like, Oh, no. The Valentine One's better, because as soon as this one went into highway mode, it showed you a huge difference. I'll go ahead and mute this one. I don't want it so screaming loud. Cut my finger today. I was taking off the rest of the lights today, and I nicked my finger on the damn thing. But there you go. So a lot of you guys were asking me about, you know, should you get one, this, that, and the other. I highly suggest one. My God, I used to have to take all those long distance drives all the time. For somebody like me who was worried about his license not getting points or anything on it. And I've been through enough of these little local yokel towns, you know, where it goes from 55 to 35 miles an hour within 1 mile. And as soon as you, let's say the 35 miles